Hello everybody and welcome back to Computer Shorts. Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Slime Rancher. Now, I actually found out about this game through Markiplier, who's been playing it pretty regularly as of late. Now it's still in the beta stages, but I was so impressed by what I've seen so far that I figured I would show you guys today. But you came here to watch the game, not me talk about the game, so let me show you some footage. Alright, now unfortunately I'm sticking to Mac compatible games at the moment. Although I have dual booted Windows 7 on my Mac, the performance remains to be seen. And my friend borrowed the capture card, so until I get that back, I've switched to some computer games. Alright, so I spent a day and played through this game over the weekend in between my busy schedule, and I liked what I saw. Although there is one major setback. I've already reached the maximum game content in 4 hours. When I say maximum game content, I mean I can't get into any more areas right now. Now, granted, it's still in development, but after 2 years of this game being in the works, I just expected a little bit more for my money. However, it is a long-term investment of $20, so I'll definitely be doing another short review on this game in the future when it has more content. The graphics are pretty good, but the motion blur can be kind of annoying if you have the sensitivity too high. Also, I experienced a few freezes of the game here and there, but it did fix itself without crashing. I'd say overall this game's pretty stable, which couldn't really be said of Black Ops 3 at its release. Another great aspect of this game is that you can use a controller to play it. I chose to use my PS4 controller, which was actually compatible with my Mac, and worked well with the game. Word of advice though, the sensitivity has to be turned up pretty high for the controller to respond correctly to movement. Also, I experienced breaking in the game when I tried to change the control schematics. Instead of letting me set the button I desired, it simply set it to code 10,050, which must be some sort of bug they still haven't fixed. You just have to restart the game and it works itself out. And I mean, after the controls are set, you really don't have to bother with it anymore anyway. With the PS4 controller, just remember what buttons you mapped out though, because although it does work with the game, it hasn't implemented the PS4 buttons yet, so it defaulted to displaying the Xbox controller settings. In other words, it would show Y for triangle, for example. Lastly, I'd like to talk about the plort market. And plorts are what the slimes drop when you feed them, so basically it turns into currency, or new bucks, in the trading system as well as the store. The plort market's great. It gives a realistic view of today's stock market and timing when you sell your plorts that you've hoarded away since the market is down. Also, the market was realistic in lowering the value of a particular plort if you cashed in too many. The more of something there is, the less value it has. The trading system was alright. I'll be blunt. It was outright dumb. I mean, some of the stuff people were offering paled in comparison to what they wanted. In other words, the value of the trade was way off. They would want a ridiculous amount of stuff for a low payout, so unless you're doing it out of the goodness of your heart, avoid the trading system for the moment. The store is pretty limited to what you can buy right now, but it does offer some cool health and jetpack upgrades, as well as speed boosts and other things of that nature. Again, this game's still in the beta stages, and although I wish they had more features right now, I love that they're actually taking the time to properly build this game. To wrap up this review, I'd give this game a 9 out of 10. I'd recommend buying it, but you may want to wait until it has more content. This game is great and takes me back to my Farmville days as a preteen. This game, however, is far better than Farmville because instead of just the basic rinse and repeat when it comes to growing crops, you instead have cute little slimy friends that you're using for monetary gain, as well as an exploratory aspect to the game. Instead of just waiting around for your slimes to produce plorts, you can go out and explore new areas and collect slimes that you don't yet have. You can also expand by buying the surrounding areas to collect even more slimes to make even more money. The possibilities aren't necessarily endless, but I have a feeling I'll be playing this game for a long time just for exploration alone. But I think I've bent your ears enough on this game, so I would recommend buying it, as I said before, but you can also wait, which is also recommended. So, this is Raging Glory, signing off. On a side note, this video is kind of late. I actually made this a few weeks ago, so we wanted to thank all of you viewers for our continued support, and as well as our paid vacation. Just kidding, it wasn't paid. And it was kind of unplanned, but we'll just blame Stardew Valley on this one. And no, we will not be doing a review on Stardew Valley, as we already feel like everyone's kind of covered it, but I'm not going to get into that right now. Again, We apologize for the delay when it comes to our videos. We will be trying to get one out a week again. This is your friendly neighborhood computer guy, signing off.